Hi, sick of me yet? Well, I'm feeling pretty good today, and I want to do some work here. So if you don't mind, here comes another letter. And as always, please contribute with your thoughts and your comments. It helps everyone. Hey, hello, Tom. I first want to thank you for your heroic bravery to come out and help us on what is to me an unfamiliar but common form of domestic family abuse. First of all, here, it's not heroic. Please understand that I came out with a need to get better. And it's you that helped me. The more we talk about this, the more we get this in the open, the more we realize that we're not alone, we get better. And we come out of that cloud and those tapes dissipate. So I'm not heroic. I just wanted to get better. Thank you, though. I must say your videos are eye-opening, and it was quite obvious to me. I have found you to be very much worth it all these years, and I have watched you on your channel. Thank you for the kind words. I'm finding I'm worth it too, but a lot of us survivors are finding we're really worth it when we doubted it for so long. I'm a 42-year-old stay-at-home dad, husband of a hard-working wife, father of 3 daughters. I knew I married my wife for reasons I did not know until recently. You have helped me unearth the very issues I had ignored, but I had suffered from since childhood. She has no narcissistic bone in her body. Don't get me wrong, she takes care of herself and proud to be to a point. I don't get you wrong. That doesn't make someone narcissistic. What it makes them have is self-esteem. That's all. Everyone should want to take care of themselves. Everyone should want to feel proud about themselves. But it has never been the passive-aggressive nightmare my perfectionist parents had placed on me. Being the oldest child, I experienced things differently from my brothers and sisters. I'm willing to bet that you went through some parentification also, taking care of your siblings, but maybe not. Long story short, I have a very strong argument that I am the black sheep of the family. I observed my folks, put the puzzle pieces together, and now it's becoming depressingly clearer that I have an issue in which you profess in. I have been struggling my contacts with my parents for years now, evaluating their actions. So again, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, things have been clearer, and evaluating their actions. Sit back, stay low, and observe. Excellent. In the recent past, the symptoms of my father, who I believe to be a covert narc, have become extreme after suffering the loss of a family member. All right, right there. He's feeling his mortality. They get scared to death. They lash out more. The narcissism becomes more apparent, more overt, the closer they come to realizing their own mortality. It's something about when someone else dies, and I have gone through this, I've seen this, that they feel vulnerable and they lash out. They have this pain and this fear they have to project onto you. That's what that's about, I'm sure of it. My boundaries, emotional and or otherwise, already seem to be a concern, as they are not respected unless certain people are around. That's because they want to look like the perfect parent when certain people are around. My question for you is, how or what do I do when my parents suffer another loss and I feel obligated to visit for funerals? I am terrified of getting back for a funeral. Remember you said that. You just wrote that. I am terrified of getting back together for a funeral. That means they're terrorists. You're terrified. That's done for a reason, to terrorize you. Do you deserve to have terror? Do you deserve to be abused? Do you deserve to be terrorized? No. I am terrified. There are so many possibilities where I could be set up to feel taken advantage of again. I suspect when a narcissist loses a loved one, their illusion is challenged, and they could behave in retaliation to anyone standing in their way. Do you have experience in this situation? Thank you so much. Signed. Yes, I do have experience in this. And I found a really convenient way of taking care of that. So let's talk about, and I'm not going to project my feelings onto you. I'm going to talk about what I felt, what I clearly remember feeling, is that I was slandered so hard and lied about so much that I felt if I didn't attend a public gathering, such as a funeral, that would validate the narcissist's thoughts of me. People would then say, oh, his father was right. His mother was right. Didn't even have the courtesy of paying the respects. So that I would ponder that in my head. And that would make me feel so conflicted that I wanted to prove them wrong. And I'd walk right into a trap. Remember, you're terrorized to go there. That's a really telling sentence right there. So, what to do? There's a solution. If and when that happens again, based on what you've written, your father is going to again feel vulnerable, want to lash out. It's probably going to be worse than you've ever experienced because yet another person died and he's got you there to scapegoat. So then you start thinking, but what are people going to think? Are they going to think I'm disrespectful? Are they going to think everything they said was true? No. Sit down. Get yourself a good sympathy card and write a note explaining, due to circumstances beyond my control, I wish I could be there, but please know that you're in my thoughts, and I'm so very sorry for your loss. Maybe even put a sentence or two about the person that passed away in a positive manner, something they did good. Send that. Let that person know that they're in your thoughts, but for circumstances beyond your control, you couldn't go, but you're thinking of them. This way, you get to communicate that you have the respect, that you wanted to visit. Say something positive about the person that passed away. And you won't be putting yourself in the position of being terrorized. Look, you seem like you have a great wife, a father of 3 daughters. That's incredibly lucky. The further you stay away from that toxic father of yours, the healthier you're becoming. Why would you want that burden on you when you have a family to raise? You have a family that loves you. You have a family that you love. You have people around you right there in the present that love you. You don't want to inject any confusion or damage into that. No, that's for let them have that themselves. Not you, not your family. Who needs that drama? There's a million ways to pay your respect. Flowers, make a donation in their name to something that they felt passionate about. Send a nice handwritten card and outline the positive and the good memory you may have of the person that passed away. The person that receives that card will get it. They'll understand it's genuine. And here's the rub. They'll probably understand what that circumstance beyond your control is. A lot of people will see how our narcissistic parents or ex-spouse or lover really is. But they don't want to get involved. They don't want to say anything. But still communicate to that person that lost a loved one, and you'll be just fine. Anyone else have any opinion? Please chip in and share. Thank you so much. Wishing you peace. And you deserve not to be terrorized. You got a great family around you. Good for you. I'm happy to hear that.